Biraz kitlem be. Lá, 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 lá.
Your team is picking.
Once in a hour, do some archbishop. Been a school them from when me in a khaki shot. Liverpool couldn't test the way me raw sit up quick draw. Him drop and can't get up, him not fast enough for my problem that you never solve. Send for the down race for a firestorm, cause I turn into a monster. Ready for the war, with a wig of black. None of them boy, they no bad. None of them boy, they no bad. Back once in a hour, do some archbishop. Them no bad. School them from me in a khaki shot. Them no bad. People couldn't test the way me raw sit up and drop. Drop and can't lift up, no problem that you never solve. Send for the down race for your firestorm, cause I turn into a monster. Ready for the war, with a wig of black. None of them boy, they no bad.
5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them.
Road touch and when me walk, left a mark, young God, got no regular. Me say them hardly ready, them a new type of artillery. We a bust and a Tom and Jerry. Out the blue I hit you with a airstrike, they not bad like me air Nikes. It's a real sight, yeah. Steady aim with precision, make the vision with a clear sight. Better go get your affairs right. Them boy they no None of them boy, they no bad. Road back, live with my bar. If you mark, them no bad. Them no regular. Me say them hard, them no bad. It's me a new type of artillery. I am a top manager. All the blue, you back. The strike, them no bad. Me air the nice, clear sight. Steady aim, them no bad. And it's the vision, we got clear sight. Better get your fit. Them boy, they no bad.
You've been there from the start, inside my corner. When it gets cold and dark, you make it warmer. 'Cause you are on my mind, all of my days and every single night. There ain't no way to get you off my mind. Without you, I just can't breathe. You'll never get away from me.
And I've been chillin', watching the ocean with you. Baby, up with a slow motion crew. And we up in our growlings when people change, but not us. And we just chillin', kicking it, kissed by the sun. Could be soaked to the skin in the mall soon. I know she got the good vibes when seasons change, but we're the same. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding. Even if my jokes sound funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding. 'Cause you got me holding. Even if my jokes sound funny. I'm Jimmy at Woodstock. Drum me around in your red Ford. Shivers down my spinal cord. Oh, 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 oh. 'Cause you got me holding. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding. Even if my jokes sound funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding. You got me Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding. Even if my jokes sound funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding.
Baby, can you pray tonight? Baby, can you pray for us? Oh baby, can you pray? Cause every time you make them time, it's only to the end. So pray tonight. So you won't know it. For every run that we had, Mr. Right and I knew it. But I'll be ready every day. You know everything's alright. Are we gonna pray? Are you gonna pray?
Jelas. Dua perang.
Pray for me and fight. Baby, pray for me and fight. Baby, pray for me and fight. Gotta pray for me and fight. Pray for me and fight. Baby, pray for me and fight.
Ini rainbow. Cepat. Tunggu puskap tunggu. Halir. Tunggu. Baca Allah.
Connection is disconnecting from the source within. There were parts of my core, senseless and frozen, wisdom hidden, locked up in my soul. Oh, now it's the time to realign, reconnecting my foundation, reunite. Oh, I'm digging, got my feet on solid ground. No more levitation. There was always
still alive.
No more levitation, levitate. No more levitation. No more levitation.
Wipe out all the injustice in the world.
There was always a longing for more, a deeper connection, was disconnected from the source within. There were parts of my core, senseless and frozen, wisdom hidden, locked up in my soul.
5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them! Request all backups deployed!
Every day I miss you in the most ordinary ways. I always stop and wonder what would have happened if I stayed. 'Cause without you, it's like the ocean. I'm drowning in every single wave. Yeah, without you, I've got no focus. I'm fighting to just get through the day. And I keep falling, falling, falling. I'm deeper in every single wave. Yeah, I keep falling, falling, falling. Without you, there's no escape. Yeah, without you.
you are my lucky charm. I hold you close in the night in my arms. And when we open our eyes, my worries fade away. 'Cause you gave me your heart in the light of day. And when we open our eyes, my worries fade away. 'Cause you gave me your heart in the light of day, in the light of day. Sweet delight, you are my lucky charm. I hold you close in the night in my arms. And when we open our eyes, my worries fade away. 'Cause you gave me your heart in the light of day. Sweet delight, you are my lucky charm. I hold you close in the night in my arms. And when we open our eyes, my worries fade away. 'Cause you gave me your heart in the light of day, in the light of day. Sweet delight, you are my lucky charm. I hold you close in the night in my arms. And when we open our eyes, my worries fade away. 'Cause you gave me your heart in the light of day.
The enemy has slain the turtle.
Nothing can destroy Celestial House.
Left brain.
Don't say we can't, don't say another word. These thoughts you've imagined are real, are adding up. You fetched your ideas from nowhere, out from another room. Your logic's impaired, your full picture is cropped. 'Cause we both know one day they're just gonna try again. Without doubt, my say, if all's gonna mend. We both know that one day the sun's gonna rise again. So don't pout for our sake, 'cause this ain't the end. drag. My logic is fair. If it's pain, it's never gonna stop. Cause we both know that one day he's not gonna cry again. Without doubt, it's my say if all's gonna mend. We both know that one day the sun's gonna rise again. So don't pout for our sake, cause this ain't the end. We both know one day the sun's gonna rise again. So don't pout for our sake, cause this ain't the end. The sun's gonna rise
One day, they're just gonna try again. Without doubt, it's our say, if all's gonna mend. They both know, one day, the sun's gonna rise again. So don't bow for our sake, 'cause this is the end.
Enemy rampage.
start करो. Only one match, bro.
I don't wanna know the truth if it brings me solitude. I'm drowning into less from you, but I can't breathe without you in my arms. I see you by every day. I'm holding on to
Push, bro.
there is nothing you can do, but it's so dangerous if I need to lose. I see you by every day.
So